today I am in need of some more tea, and I thought that maybe you guys would like to go on a walk with me. So this is part of our backyard, and the first thing I'm going to look for is self-heal. And I have some beautiful ones over here. So I just pinch off the tops with a little couple of leaves and add them to my tea. I have been told that this stuff looks a little bit like that nettle, but it isn't. The leaves are different. It works really well with intestinal bellyache issues. So, not a bad tea to try.
Next one,
at least
I like
once
to
a
get
month. That is living somewhere around here. Yes, there it is. It is my patch of yarrow. And yarrow looks like a little bit like fern. Very, very beautiful feathery structure. And this is also used in brewing. This is why I started using it in my tea. It supposedly is a little bittering, and with a lot of the other herbs that I use, a little bit of bittering is not a bad thing. But it doesn't really get cooked or steeped for a very long time. I only make one tea out of it. And when I use this really fresh, use the young fresh stuff, not the really old. And this gets mowed, so it keeps putting out fresh new shoots, which is perfect. You can use the flowers as well. They are most potent in the late spring and in the morning. So, there we go. A little bit of yarrow. Another thing we could add, which I like to add, though it's a little harder to pick, is raspberry leaves. So, which has little prickers on the bottom. So I like to pinch them right there, and then they come off, because I don't really think of bringing clippers, because with most things I don't need to. There's stuff on that leaf, so don't take that one. Always look around and get the nice clean ones. We don't want bird poopy tea. Yep. So next is my tea garden. This is a nice secluded entry. And it also has a little bit of stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is really good, but stingy. So I learned to grab it from the bottom. Pick it up like that. Because there isn't much sting stuff over there. And then I bring it up to the house and let it wilt. And once it's wilted, it doesn't actually sting. Which is perfect. So I go into my tea garden, which is where I have a little bit of red clover. Red clover is awesome in tea because it gives it a bit of a sweet taste. So I like to grow it, but I don't have very much this year. This year we had a dry year. So I have a few. Not as much as I would have liked. So next year I'll be seeding, as well as looking for them homegrown. I often have some hyssop in here as well, but this year again with the drought it didn't come up, so no this year. But I do have beebalm. So as you can see, the beebalm is a bit moldy. Don't take that, but there's fresh young growth on it as well. So I go for that. Just pinch it off. And yes, you can use the flowers. But I leave the flowers on for the bees. If you make tea for guests, it is really beautiful looking to have some flowers in. So that definitely is something to think of. And what you could also do is not take the whole head, just kind of go around, boop, and take them off like that. So beebalm has a bit of a herby taste, but it's a little spicy, which I like. Nettle is more of a earthy taste. It's a good one for the kidneys though. So anytime I feel dehydrated, I have kidney issues, then I make nettle tea. So get some flowers, and the flower bunches will put out more again. So another one I really like in my tea is mint, and I have a special mint patch that my husband mows around. You can use the fresh tips. This is a chocolate mint variety, which is a little less potent as the spearmint, but honestly, mint is mint in my book, and I'll use whatever I have. And I like the chocolate mint. I like the taste, which isn't chocolatey. I think it's because of the stems. The stems have a bit of a brown, chocolatey look to them. Yeah, I was very disappointed when I bought this and found it didn't actually taste like chocolate. But we'll deal. I don't like to take the flowers off again because I like my bees to have something to play with. So another patch that I have around for my tea is this one. This is a large patch of lemon balm and catnip. This is the catnip. So one thing with these guys is that they've got a square stem. And catnip looks like stinging nettle, except it's soft. It's so soft. It's fabulous. Lemon balm, also square stem, just like mint, just like bee balm. They're all from the same family. So this is my little patch. And again, I just go pinch off leaves. Good looking ones. Fresh and healthy. Be a little bit careful with the bee balm and the catnip. Catnip, which for cats initially is a stimulant. I mean, it's like a drug for them. When they overdose, it's a bit of like a narcotic. They go to sleep. And same thing with us. It can act as a stimulant, but if you drink too much, it might make us real drowsy. So that's one that you don't really want to use by itself. Just use it in moderation with others. It's a great flavor. And catnip is more of an earthy flavor again. Lemon balm, as the name says, is beautifully citrus. We've got some more. So another one that I like to use is Forage. It's wild strawberry, which also has been used in brewing. And it's a bit of a bittering, which probably is why it was used. So got a little bit of these. So with a lemon balm, like catnip, this one is also a pretty strong plant, and it can drop our blood pressure. So don't drink too much of it, don't make too strong of a solution, and definitely don't make a really strong infusion and then drink it on an empty stomach while being dehydrated. Not a good thing. So this is my herb garden. I've got some more red clover going. I've got some spearmint. A little bit more of chocolate mint. I could use the little blue flowers too, but they don't impart a lot of flavor. So I tend to just use those in my salads. They look real pretty. And this is another mint variety. This is apple mint. Very thick, fluffy, soft leaves. I really like this one. It's a little bit more citrusy, fresher than the chocolate mint, but not so ginormously in your face like the spearmint. Yep. It's beautiful. It has nice flowers. So yeah, with all of these you can use the flowers as well. And then the next thing I do when I get back home is I get some scissors. And I cut them all up in little bits and pieces. And we don't want it to mold. There is a lot of moisture still in here. Look at how beautiful that looks. And it's all from the garden. And then the next thing I do is I put this all on a platter, spread it out, and put it out in the sun. And as you can see, this is the one that I made yesterday, and it's all nice and crunchy and ready to go. So I'll be using that today and tomorrow. And I'll be switching it out with the new batch.